Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Let's get pretty in tune. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment and share. So guys, how you guys doing today? Today I had went out early. I had to go get a few items I needed. Just to get organized. I'm still getting organized. Still picking up little things I might need or just building up on the things that I already have. Um I also put my one of my shelves together that I need to help me store food. Because of course I stay up in a apartment, so it's not like I have a food pantry, but it's not big at all. But thank God it's able to hold a decent amount of food, but not nearly as all the extra stuff like the flour and rice that I have been stocking up upon. So I wanted to go get some shelves because my house my house is like destroyed. So um that's what I've been doing all today, just getting organized, putting things together. That's what I'm doing a lot of today, putting things together. And organize organize my food. Uh, the key to this is to be very organized. No, that way you know what is what and what everything else. And like once you eat something, you're able to put back, what you need to put back. So that's the key is to know what, like I have to visually see all my goods. So that's what I had did today. I made a little list and I was actually $40 less than my budget. So I was so happy for that. That wow. I seen some better deals. So definitely, if you see a deal, go for it. Don't hesitate. Get the things that you need, and and I really like this was comparing prices at different stores. So this time around, when I was actually looking at the prices, and I know what stores to go with what, and I actually saved $40. So that was pretty good. And I really didn't buy much like a ton of stuff how I normally buy, but I bought enough. Whether it was just like 3 or 4 cans of something each that I need. And that's the key. Some people feel like they have to have buy all this ginormous stuff at once. Like prep up for your pantry. Get a week's worth. Get a few days worth. And each time you go out, you're gonna build up upon your pepper pantry again organized. I I'm just trying to get to at least 6 months worth of food for me and my household. Um Creating space and utilizing my space in the room because of course I stay up in an apartment once again. So it's not like I have all this space, but I do have a lot of space that I created. So which is awesome. Especially with these shelves now. It literally just took it up a notch. And I did create some room, some space for a bed in my kitchen. Go and hit up, like I had one of my neighbors. I normally give out like my extra food that I don't normally use for the month, like the meats, because of course I go shopping every month. I normally give it away, to my neighbor if I have extra meats or something like that, anything extra for the month. But um, right now, I really don't have anything extra, and I kind of feel bad for that because I'm stocking up for my pepper pantry, and um even if it's a month old, I'm just gonna keep it. so I can start up on my meats because I haven't started stocking up on meats yet at all, like zero. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I really just was wanted to focus up on my canned goods first, at least start stocking up on that. But this is a great tip for you all who really ain't got the money to go get meats and canned goods, and all those type of things. Um, Food pantry is a great source. Like we have a food pantry around our house or around my house. And there've been a lot of areas that I'm pretty sure you have a food pantry that give food once a week, or you can be like certain people I know that hit up multiple food pantries throughout the weekend. That's literally how a lot of people, feed themselves. Go to a food pantry, like they really good around my house. My community is very awesome. They definitely give back to the community. They definitely always making sure that the community eats. My community is awesome. Like I'm telling you, like my community fucking rock. I think that this is the best foundation I can be at is right here. Doing this shift, because I really have a lot of awesome. Um, my neighbors are pretty awesome, but the community, I'm just in the community. The people who run the community are so fucking awesome. Like and I've been saying this before the pepper pantry and all this been coming up. They really give a lot of great resources up in my community, and I'm so thankful for that. So it's a lot of resources. So if you can't go to the store, just go to a food pantry. They give out canned goods, breads, meat when they do have it. They don't have meat all the time. They probably don't have it now. They will have some sort of meat. You get what I'm saying? They probably don't have as much meat now, especially with the inflation and food shortage. They give you tissue. That's how I literally stocked up. I used to go to the food pantry a lot, but I had stopped once I had got my car and I was able to drive to the store. And then with the link, it was like I had enough, but now it's like, ooh, the prices have inflated. I might have to start back going to the food pantry. Don't be too good for the food pantry now, because they give out awesome food, and that is what it's for, like resources to have you feed your family. So, I advise those who really ain't got it or just got enough money, save your money that you normally spend up on food, spend that up on your pepper pantry, and start eating out at the food pantry. They give out great food, good food you eat every day. They give you fruit, they give you pasta, they give you condiments like meat when they do have it. Like a light bulbs. I don't have to buy any light bulbs because literally when I was going to the food pantry, they give me you got to get a pack of light bulbs every time you go. So I had created so much of the light bulbs and started just storing them. I really don't need any light bulbs because I have so many from that. So they are very awesome. Like they are a very freaking awesome resource. So if you have a pantry, a food pantry up in your local area, or just look up food pantries, try that as a good resource for you to be able to eat. I mean, my advice is if you up on a budget, if I were you, I would go to the food pantries. They do it every week. Supply you enough food for the week. Eat off the food pantry and take my budget money that I normally eat and start taking that money and just start buying little canned good items. Something that you can just start, buy enough for a week. You get what I'm saying? Buy enough for 2 weeks. Then add on to 3 weeks. Just keep buying, going and, they have food out here just for a good, a low budget price. No food that you eat all the time. Don't just buy something that you're not gonna eat. Like rice, I love rice naturally. So rice begin. I get more rice than the dry beans, to be honest, because I like to eat more so beans out of a can. So if I'm buying beans, it's more going to be beans out of the can than the bag of beans. But I still got the bag of beans on deck because they last longer. But predominantly, I will go buy canned beans because those are the ones I like the most. And those are things. Those are the ones I'm going to be cooking because ultimately you want to be still eating out your food pantry like it's your household. You just want shopping up in your house, up in your food pantry, and then you just keep refilling all the condiments that you might have used and need. So my goal is to get to at least 6 months worth of food. I'm not nearly there yet, but I have been stocking up on food, whether it's a few canned items of this and that, because you have to realize how many cans do you gotta think about that. How many cans you need to cook for your family. Like I might have to up in some foods I use 4 cans to feed me and my family. Some I might use 3, some I might use 2. So you got to calculate that as each meal. So even if you might have 8 cans, it's still not 8 meals. If you're using 4 or 5 of the cans, it still will be considered 2 meals. So you have to think, just budget, map things out, and see how you're gonna move with it. So that's why I've been doing a lot of organized. Um, since I got my chef, I can start putting stuff up because literally I have like bags of rice everywhere. I had got a lot of stuff that sent to me. So I gotta organize it. So that's what I just been doing, getting organized, organized. So that's key. Get organized. So that's what I've been doing, just getting organized and just, it's raining. I love the rain. So that's what I've been doing. Yesterday I was gonna do start up on a lot of the work. But once after my daughter had graduated yesterday, and baby, I was so exhausted, and it was almost like I was getting sick. To be honest, like I don't know, like being back around all them people like that. My daughter, when she got home, she was feeling sick. The one who had graduated, she had kind of look. She was feeling quite sick when she got home, and I was too. Like my whole body just shut down. Like my throat had got really sore, and it was like I just got underneath the weather. Like I'm like, and I was going to get up and work out because I had ate some pancakes and eggs. And I wanted to work, run that off up on the treadmill, and I couldn't even get up. I'm telling you, I couldn't even get up for nothing. But I felt so much better this morning, so I got up at about like 8:30 and went out and to do my errands and stuff by like 9 o'clock. So I had got my energy back, but yeah. So that's the goal. Just continuously just to stock a little by little. It don't have to be much. That little bit that you doing, that little extra that you buying, eventually it will accumulate to more. So don't beat yourself up. Oh, I gotta, and then it depends on how many, if it's just you. Um, Habits. I say it all the time. During this time, it's great to start releasing any habits you got that's really not feasible for you. If you got a habit that is taking a lot of your money, let it go. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but could you imagine if a inflation happened? Gas prices up in my state is already at $6. $6, okay? And I had to do a lot of running so this week, and I try to literally stay in the house. I'm naturally a homebody though. I'm not never really out and about like that. Like I'm naturally is a homebody, but I may have to do a lot of extra stuff that may have me moving around. So, like, what are you gonna do? So it's best, I'm telling you, cut those habits because it's worse to be up in something where everything is going on and now you mentally battling up in your head, should I get what I want or do I get what I need? Should I get the things I need or should I feed my habits of my wants? So I'm telling you, then you have a peace of mind where you don't have to worry about getting money for things that really don't enhance you a bit no way. It really depletes you at the end of the day. So, but I'm not here to judge you in your lifestyle. Those just recommendations. I'm just saying, a case it because that will eventually get to your mental, it will get to your mental state when you can't get something that you need. So once you start kicking that habit, you don't have to worry about it. Like you have peace of mind. And I'm not just saying that from a spectrum that I didn't live upon. I used to be a pot smoker. I have nothing against pot, but I mean I didn't have a weed card, so I had to buy my pot. So, but I let it go and save more money, way more money, and it let go a lot of other habits that I had with it. So I'm just saying, release, let go especially in these seasons. And in these seasons, you got to be very strategic up in your life. Like you got to really like map it out. Everything matters, everything. So you got to be very, very strategic and grounded during these times. Okay. So stay focused. I mean, we're gonna get through this. Uh, just prepare. Keep getting organized. Get the sales. Buy tissue. If you know you need tissue, our Walgreens be having the two for 10 big packs. I mentioned that up on here. I promise you, my Walgreens been sold out ever since. I'm like, dang, I probably should have told nobody about the licky lick like that. But it's just good to help others. But yeah, that is a great source. I'm just saying, just get it while you can. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning. Oh, guess what I seen today? I am so proud of a lot of people because a lot of people was out, and you already kind of know the ones that are stocking up for the food shortage. Because people was having stacks of tuna, like stacks, like 20 tunas at once, cans of tuna. People was buying like 10 spams, tuna. What's wrong with it? Oh, I told you that. I kept saying she. They love them bunnies. My baby love bunnies. Especially like she always spoiling them. Yes, the people man spam people out today get nothing but they canned goods. People was out doing what they have to do. So I felt good because I'm like, okay, people own it. I'm not the only one. People are getting woke. People are doing what like it was inspiring to me. Like I'm like right on up in my head. Go and get that food. Go and prepare, girl, for your household. I love seeing when you not just sitting up on your ass and you not just waiting for this disaster to happen, or you not um trying to depend upon. See, people who I know, when I see people like up on it and get organized, it's like you're not trying to depend upon nobody else. You want to make sure your family is good. You ain't trying to depend on this person, that person, because it ultimately it's like a gambling game because you don't know if that person's gonna give you something or if they have enough. You can't get even get mad if you go to a person and they legitimately probably want to give you something with their whole heart, but ultimately they got to take care of their family and they just got just enough for their family, you might not get it. 9 times out of 10. It depends on how big that person's heart is. Um, it's okay to give, but don't deplete yourself trying to feed someone, especially when they might have knew about it and could have been doing something, just something like get a week's worth. Start with just getting a week's worth, then get 2 weeks worth, then get 3 weeks worth. And I'm the type where I don't want to depend on nobody. Like I'm just like that, just naturally. Cause I've been homeless and it been times where many people cannot do nothing for me. People would not let me stay up in their homes. People just could not help me when I was homeless. So I understand that. And guess what? You cannot get mad at people for that because you could be a burden upon someone else. Ultimately, people also like their space. And, you know, that was just life lesson. And to be able to understand that then as I was going through it, I understand that. I made peace with that. I didn't hold that against nobody head, but I remember it though, because it probably was some who truly could have helped me and didn't, and I was still a okay with that too, because ultimately it taught me dependence. You know, start being self sufficient. Because ultimately, don't nobody owe you anything. Anything. Nobody owe you anything up in this world. And if you get it, it's a blessing. Show gratitude. That's why if anybody give me anything, no matter how big or how tiny it is, they gave it to me from their heart. So I always show a lot of gratitude, a lot of gratitude. And it literally warms my heart. And it always make me want to plant more into that person. And if I can't plant more up in that person, I always ask God to bless those who blesses me 10 times more. Like sometimes I know I could be sent to probably test people faith. Sometimes God put me up in the. Cause I used to be like, dang, why am I'm always well? Then was up in positions up in these seasons. I am very fruitful. God always bless me, multiply me. But even at my lowest, it's kind of strange. I was still very fruitful and highly blessed and favored. Because I just get people who would come and just plant seeds. And then the crazy ironic part, it wasn't people who I knew, it was people who I didn't know that would plant seeds and that would give to me. It would never be anybody that I know, like from family members or none of that. They just wouldn't care. But it would be people who you don't know that will be your biggest blessing. And that's what it was for me. People I didn't know. So that's why when I give, I always give to strangers. I always be that blessing to somebody else. I used to think, because family, nothing against them, but people who would know you, they would have it, but they would just try to manipulate you. It's a difference, right? As far as a stranger, when you see them up in need, they don't know you. It's not to manipulate you, and them people won't keep coming back. Well, as far as somebody trying to manipulate you, they'll keep coming back, and they would drain your energy. They really would, and it would be like almost like, well, like why would this person keep doing this? Like why? And then you have to realize that some people just like that. So it's a difference. Then I learned to give to like food pantries, Salvation Army. I always donate my food to. I mean my clothes. 'Cause I always have good clothes, and I always donate it to Salvation Army. Anything like that. That's gonna, though, that those people that be up in shelter. Salvation Army gives to the people that's been sheltered, that's really been need. So like those people really need it. Okay. So even when I see people who might need help, I will go buy groceries for them and give it to them because they really need it. So I just learned the difference of my giving, if that makes sense. Yeah, so just be mindful and just try to do your best during this time and do what you got to do for you. Some people might think that this all a hoax, this gonna blow over. I know many of people who think that, like more than likely think that I'm doing too much. Many people, um, like it's gonna blow over. I'm not fit to be spending my money up on that. I'm not fit to be spending my money up on all that nonsense. Like it's stupid when I can be spending my money up on life and my habits and doing what I gotta do. And guess what? If something were to happen, I might go to you, but you can't think like that. You at least try helping yourself before you try to reach out to somebody else. Okay? At least try help, especially if you know you got the little extra, but you choose to be wasteful with your money during these times because you don't want to take life serious or be disciplined up in these moments. You can't fault nobody but yourself. And there's so many resources right now that can help you leverage. Like I said, go to food pantries, take the money that you normally spend on groceries, start putting that towards your pepper pantry. You just gotta be very strategic during these times. Okay, think things out. That's why I say let go a lot of habits, even though it's easier said than done. But it's gonna get worse once the inflation really happens. So it's better to let it go now. And guess what? All that money you could spend up on like habits and nonsense, you can literally be feeding up on that some just some tools and some foods that might just save your life and just might help you get through this pandemic or this economic collapse that's fit to happen. Okay? I love you guys. Stay pretty in tune. Like and share, guys. I love you. Stay tuned. Take care, guys. Peace and love.